Welcome to the Phlarpin Podcast. Phlarp stands for Park Hills Live Action Role Players. We are a medieval fantasy-themed LARP group that engages in unscripted combat against each other using padded LARP weapons and a shared combat system. We operate out of Park Hills, Missouri every Sunday from 1 p.m. until 5 p.m. It is our hope here at the Phlarpin Podcast that through the utilization of this platform, we can expand on the ideas and suggestions taken from our players in order to maximize player retention and to expand our player base. The Phlarpin Podcast is made possible by support from our players and listeners like you. If you would like to support us, please visit our Patreon where you can do so for as little as $3 a month. Also, any engagement on our YouTube or Facebook pages is much appreciated, and thank you for listening. All right, welcome to the Phlarpin Podcast. My name is Jason Smith, or North.
And I'm Brandon Frazier, or Daveen Allman.
And I am Ambassador Chris, or Eric the Red.
I'm David, also known as Arno.
Okay.
And where do you guys want to start this week?
Well, I will say that today is June 11th, 2023. It's a Sunday.
True.
Tomorrow is the 1-year anniversary of Phlarp reopening at the park.
Nice.
Ooh.
It's awesome.
So, yeah.
We've definitely built in numbers, doubled them by, or
Oh,
a
at
little
least.
bit more,
Yeah.
maybe.
We probably did have 35 players today.
Yeah, I think 35 to 40 was
It was
what.
actually a good amount
Valkyries.
today.
Yeah.
And it was kind of
So-
crappy
and
weather, so that was nice.
And I wasn't counting. There was a whole bunch of people there that I wasn't really counting. There was a couple of people that somebody had talked to, and they come down for a minute, and then they hung out. It was like a couple or something. I never really got to them, and there was another couple other people that I didn't really get to. So I don't know if those people were included or not, but there was a bunch of people there.
Yeah.
Especially like you said, for it being rainy, and
Yes, very good day.
in
Yeah,
the
there
beginning
was-
there wasn't quite as many, but then it
Yeah.
picked up.
It did. Yeah, I was happy with the numbers today. And
Mhm.
and we also have a handful of people that just watch. We have a lot of people that just sit there and watch us play, which is nice. I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
So I've said
Mhm.
it before, and I'll say it again. My goal is for the end of the summer for us to have like 70 players out at the park, and
Mhm.
I don't feel like we're that far off from it, really.
No,
So-
we're not.
Especially when you consider we had. I don't- I-
6
yeah.
new players today.
6
for our
new
patrol.
players,
Yeah.
dude.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome.
Like, have we had that many at a time?
I mean, maybe not here,
Not in
not
a while.
not
in a
since we've been
while.
back.
Right.
Yeah, I don't think so.
That's
So.
mind-blowing, bro.
It was an interesting initiation, too.
Mm-hmm. It just kept getting more and more. There were people coming up there saying, "Oh yeah, we'll try it or whatever," and I was like, "All right, well,
Yeah.
we're already getting ready, so that
You know,
works out."
speaking of patrol, I will say this is kind of funny, and I know it's kind of random or whatever, but I walked up there and Rand was very happy to see me. He's like, "We need another ogre," because there was 6 of them. He's like,
Right.
"I don't want to try to fight 6 people." And I'm like, "Okay, that's fine. I can play an ogre too."
Yeah, and I was like, "Go kill his general. His general's still alive." And then I was like, "Oh, that's another ogre." I didn't realize at first.
Yeah, it's just because there were so many initiates that we felt like there needed to be 2 ogres.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was
I
a
think
good
that
call.
was a good call. Yeah, I
Definitely.
agree.
Well.
So anyway, you want to do a recap first?
And also for a bit
Oh.
rainy again, that was also really fun. Even though it was like really rainy during initiation, I had a blast.
Nice.
Yeah, it was
Oh,
funny.
yeah.
That
Jake,
was-
show me a Coke.
Yeah, you're racking up the cokes, man. That's the second time I've heard you do
I
that today.
I know.
Calm
It's
down.
I'm good with it.
It's two, bro.
I have 2 cherry cokes, but you, I think I'm saving them.
But you can't have
one.
Yeah.
That's funny.
It's gonna be a
Do we need
different
to
day.
I
traffic?
should have said a cherry Coke instead of
If
just
you
a
want to
Coke.
do the traffic here in Park Hills,
Okay, so today the traffic was very light. It was raining and the clouds were out, but we still were out there today having a blast, and everybody was out there rocking out with their socks out. All right.
some
I had-
people didn't have socks on
Yeah,
at
some
all.
people
Yes.
straight,
True.
Some
straight had
people
their
were
toes
rocking
out.
out so bad that they left their socks. And we even got some free content today.
Wow.
Yeah.
Free content.
Mhm.
Free content.
It was like a little preview.
Oh, I see.
Mhm.
I did take a post game picture, so.
Oh,
Oh
see?
yeah, they're all.
Incredible.
Those things are like cringe-worthy
I'm gonna be
content.
looking.
That's all I'm saying, dude.
You guys are neat.
You guys are just jealous.
Yeah, we can call it that.
Okay.
Sure. All right, so recap. Do we have... It was not sent to me.
Well, it was sent to me.
Good
Actually, it was
job.
sent to the marshals.
Oh,
Oh,
that's-
Phlarp is what it was sent to, but
Okay.
I mean, it was sent to me, so
Oh, so you got the personal.
yeah, something like
course.
that.
Okay, let's hear it, bro.
This isn't from today. That's funny.
Okay.
That says June 10th. No, this is
it
from today.
Yeah, it is
June
today.
10th.
Today's the 11th.
Today's June 11th.
Oh.
They must be off.
Either way.
Yeah.
So it says 3 new players. That's not true. We had 6 new players today.
Mhm.
Woohoo.
It's also, if you are interested in doing your thing now,
Okay, so we will not shout out our video editor,
right.
period.
We can't do it.
We
Of
will not
course.
do it,
Never.
but it was Trinity's birthday on Wednesday.
That's true. He turned 45
45.
years young.
That dude
Ooh.
is like,
Incredible.
I know what I want to get him for his birthday.
Wait a minute.
That
wait a
was
minute. What
sus.
was that?
I know what I'm going to get him for his birthday.
Okay.
A walker
Mm.
with pink ribbons all over it.
See, the problem is
wow.
now he's
And
going to
how-
know that his birthday gift is coming.
Well, happy birthday, bro.
Fair enough.
And we
So-
sang happy birthday to him.
We
some
did.
of us are getting close to 45, and we don't appreciate your backhanded comments about age. Okay,
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, I'm an elf.
I mean, not
and I'm
me,
real
just-
old.
just
Dude,
some of us.
I surpassed that 4,400 and something years ago.
Dang.
Wow.
Oh wow.
That's how old I am.
Tell me how you really feel.
I'm a badass.
I mean, if we're talking characters, I'm pretty old too, probably. but-
After that, we had a last man standing.
Was not there for that, sadly.
You wouldn't place anyway.
Yeah.
You're probably right.
But
you suck.
and
At
that
least
we
you're not in
had
denial.
in third place we had Heston Iverson
Aha.
placed again.
Again.
Good job.
Yeah, good job.
In second place we had Lord Rand Rainwalker.
Wow, way to go.
Are you
Thanks.
done?
I'm terribly
Wow.
sorry. I was trying to hide it from away, and it just.
Can
Go.
Did-
I'm sorry.
we exile him
Probably not now, but maybe next week.
weekend.
next?
But anyway, and then in first place, Daveen. I won last man
Obviously.
standing.
Obviously.
Honestly,
Was somebody taunting you about winning Last Man Standing? Was
No.
it- no. Oh, okay.
No, I just wanted to win,
Mm.
mostly out of principle. I will say.
I thought it wasn't the last.
Okay, so if we really, so a couple weeks ago, I don't know if we can do it. A couple weeks ago, somebody had made the comment to me that it wasn't called Last Man Standing, it was Last Rand Standing because he is like the best player, and I was like, oh, dude, why did you have to say that? Now, because like I think the world of Rand. I think he's one of the best people that I know. I think he's a great fighter. He's an awesome flarper. But I also think that I'm good. And I don't like that event being called that because I have an ego.
Did he place? Did you say?
Yeah, he came in second
Oh,
place.
okay, so he was second. Okay.
And also, to be fair,
was-
when he went to go fight me at the end of the game, he had one sword to my shield and sword, which really wasn't a fair fight. So, but nonetheless, I won.
He said, and I was.
I knew
waiting."
it.
He said, but wait, there's more.
Nonetheless,
Mhm.
the
Nonetheless.
statement has been
Phrase.
said.
Anyway, and then we had a patrol, which we kind of already talked about. We had
Yep.
6 new players, 2 ogres. I thought it was kind of cool.
Yeah, it was a wild patrol. It
played
was
out
fun.
really well.
It went really well, I thought.
You
For
showed
how
up
it-
just in
for
time
how it was
for the
raining,
patrol.
Yeah.
Did
there
you
was
get
a
bonus
lot of
off
good
that
role plays.
patrol?
I'm not sure if it was that one or if it was the one after that.
Maybe it was after that, but I know
was the
somebody
one
was
after
saying
that.
even what you were doing during the patrol that they thought it was cool what you were doing because you were just like screaming and running in there.
He does a good goblin,
Yeah.
I think.
He
And then the
does.
second time he
love
did it,
the-
I
love
did
the
try to
goblin.
turn
I love the goblin.
because you did it to me, and before I could even
Yes.
figure out what was going on, I was dead. And then the second time he went to do it, I heard him, and I turned, and then he was like dead already. Like somebody had killed him, and he just like kind of wiped out right beside
yeah, I
me.
literally just crashed.
Yeah, I
crashed
was
and
like, oh,
slid.
okay. Wow. It's still cool.
That
Yeah, it was
really
cool.
Fun.
But I thought the patrol went well. And then we had a minion,
Mm-hmm.
which Lady Vix won.
Yes.
Yep.
Is that the second time she's won minion? I think.
Probably.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
That one lasted a little bit too.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
And I
they-
think
they
after
went on
talking
for a
about it, she
while.
said it was close to. She was close to almost losing at one point for some reason. I don't know if it was you or who she was fighting, but she said they almost got her back, and if they would have, that would have been it. But then
Right.
she ended up pulling through. So
Okay.
And we played that game because one of the new people requested that game.
That's awesome.
And was
I
like,
think it's a
cool.
really fun game.
It's
I
like
love
hey,
Minion.
the word's getting around about our famous game called Minion. So
Yep.
good. That makes me happy. And then we had a scramble that basically took us through the end of the day.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yep.
that was the
Yeah.
recap.
How long did that scramble go on for?
Honestly,
'Cause, like,
by the time it was all said and done, I think it was an hour and 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Because like I felt like an hour and 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And it was only near the end that people were getting like,
Oh wait, yeah,
You know,
you
kinda
could tell
heated
towards the end. Yeah, it's when
being down
everybody
with
was
it.
starting. Yeah.
Mhm.
So I will tell you this. I looked at my phone. I asked North how long he wanted me to set the timer for. He said 25 minutes. It was 3:50 at that time. I said, okay, 4:15. I'll let him know it's time. So I look down at my phone or whatever. It's 4:16. I tell him, hey, it's time. He's like, add 10 minutes. So I add 10 minutes. Then I tell him again, hey, it's time again. He's like, well, what time is it? And I was like, oh, it's 4:25. He's like, we'll just play until they're done.
And to be fair,
I think that was the right call.
I
Yeah.
was playing in that, so I was having a blast too.
Yeah.
Like,
That's
I was
fair.
like,
Oh,
man,
yeah.
this is fun. And
I
was,
tell you this. This is true, at least in my opinion. Obviously, it's my opinion. But Takimura's role play, and even in Scramble, was goated. I've never role played that good.
Yeah.
This kid, at one point, he was fighting like 3 people. I was watching. They were like circled him, and one of them took his leg, and he was like all dramatic about it, which was perfect. And then somebody took his arm, and he drops his sword. He tries to run away. Somebody else slaps him in the back, and he just like his arms were behind him, and he like flailed out and died, and just like smacked into the ground. I'm like, there's no way I'm not giving that kid a role play experience. That was awesome.
Yeah, it was really good. And then I had to give the play of the day to
That's right. That's right.
Arno.
Yeah. Thank you for
So
that.
We were debating. So I will say this because I want to
Yes.
add to this because it was pretty cool. We were debating, and I was like, I don't care what you guys say. I'm picking Takimura. Like that's my pick for the role play experience. And Valkyrie got mad about it, and he was like, oh well, I don't know who to take now. And just about the time he says that, on the far end of the field, Arno like does some dive, like does some kind of Spider-Man move, and then like jumps and dives like full extension and slaps that archer guy Dust. And like it was really cool. And he
No,
goes,
It
You
was
can-
Raven. It was Raven.
no, I don't think so.
Raven
No.
was on the ground because Dust, he had jumped. You had jumped to dodge,
Oh, Dodge's arrow.
His
yeah, but
arrow.
He took my leg. Yeah.
and like he's in midair, lands, and then just jumps forward full extension and gets Raven on his back.
I thought it was Dust.
But
either
I think
way.
it was. Yeah, I'm not.
I mean,
too
either
sure.
way,
in
it
the heat of the moment, I'm not. Yeah, I don't remember.
It was
It was
amazing.
cool.
I
Either
do
way, but he literally
appreciate
goes, "You can have Takimura. I'm taking on."
it. Okay.
It was good. I give you that, bro. It was good.
I appreciate it.
The another thing that was really cool in was that other thing that was pretty cool in Scramble was I went and got the Chaos Emerald like halfway through because people had looted me a few times.
yeah.
Yeah.
And the Chaos Emerald, when you loot it, it makes the person you're looting live and you die. But then you get to keep the emerald, so next time somebody loots you, you can instantly res off their death or whatever. And that's basically what happened. Like Sarvok looted
Oh,
it
dude.
off me.
It happened right in front of me and Eric the Red here, and it like went through like 6, 7, 8 people,
Oh, nice!
like
all
in a
right
row,
there.
just over,
Like, in a
over.
row.
Oh yeah, I think I had gotten it like after the second person, and after I had gone down, somebody they literally just watched me. It was after Heston, I think.
They had just
And
watched
I
you.
I
loot it.
literally
I
just
know.
like crumbled on the ground and just like
Yeah.
folded over, and he goes, looting 1.
Yeah, I know Arno was involved in it, Sarvok was involved in it, Heston was involved in it, Takimura was involved in it, and it just literally kept going person to person to person. Over, and it was crazy. Aridin and Pora was one of them.
I was just sitting there in the chair and I'm like, had the video of it. It was like right there. And we were just seeing how many people would do it. It was just like, everybody would just sit there and wait. And I remember Sarvok just had it in his hands like this. And Takimura's like, okay, I'll loot you. He's like, what do you do? He's like, you're dead. Bye.
The best part about that whole thing though is at the very beginning of the day, randomly, like unprovoked or unsolicited, whatever, Takimura had come to me
That's true.
at the beginning of the day and was like, hey, I've heard there's a rumor that there's some kind of green emerald that like just makes people die. And I'm like, I've heard it too, but I don't know where it's at. And so like he had already been asking me about it at the beginning of the day. And so it just was really ironic that he had an opportunity to use it.
Yep.
So I thought that was cool.
That was awesome.
It
I
was a
agree.
very good game. I enjoyed it.
Well, I know we enjoyed watching it and making fun of everybody.
Oh, I want to talk about our little bet that we had.
Okay.
Okay. So me and Daveen, not Brandon, had a
right.
bet that we wouldn't basically talk out of character without at least signing. So like whenever we talk out of character, usually we put 2 fingers on our chest or in the air. And we were gonna go until basically we want to make a bet where each time anybody who wants to participate can put in a copper. If they break character and they're called out by somebody else who's in the game or in this particular bet, then that person who's called out is no longer subject to winning the pot of the bet. And if they, at the end of the day, whoever's still in the game or in the hasn't yet broken character gets to split the pot. And if they're the only one, they get it all.
Right.
So we started that today, and although
it was 2 copper.
yeah, it was 2 copper, and I put in your copper
Right.
even, but and honestly, like I went the rest of the day, which I guess maybe it was better that way because I was stating character.
Right.
But the Valkyrie had seen me, or the non-living entity had seen me talk out of character early on. It was something I was doing just martial related, but it is true that I did talk out of character. And she said, "Oh, you talked out of character," and then kind of walked off. I was like, "Oh, you're right," you know. And then later on, she come up to you and told Daveen about it, and then I was like, "Oh, you're right, I did." But it
Yeah.
was like at the end of the day, so then it didn't matter. But
She also told me that she said the same thing to me, and I was like, "No, you." I had an argument with her
Yeah.
over there. I was like, "No, you didn't." That literally didn't happen.
It was like, when?
Yeah.
What did I say?
Yeah, because she was wrong. Like, I'm not saying I didn't break character throughout the day, but she didn't say nothing to me if I did. So, but either way, it was a good time. Hopefully,
And
we
also
can get more people involved in it.
yeah, that's my point. It was bringing it up. Is trying to see if anybody else wants to get involved in that. And also, to be fair, you didn't take both copper either. You just
No.
took the one.
Yeah, well, you had put mine in, so I was like, well, I guess give me the 1 copper then.
Right.
But
So,
either way, now I have a copper to play next week.
cool.
So
cool.
I'd like to throw in a copper to play.
All right.
Yeah, well, we'll have to figure out that whole coin situation,
Okay.
but we can do that later.
Of course. Yeah.
I'd like to buy copper so that I can get in.
All right.
Sounds good to
Cool.
me.
They're 25 cents a piece. For those who don't know, we have 3D printed copper for our game that is 25 cents a piece flat rate. So
And
Flat
they look
rate.
good.
That's
Yeah,
the best rate you
they're
can
real
get,
cool.
honestly.
I don't have one on
It's
me,
the
but-
flat rate.
It's the flat rate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good.
Because we don't like it when it's like,
Well, we used to have a bulk, like a bulk discount where if you bought it in bulk, you'd get like a discount. But I'm
Yeah,
not gonna
you
do that
had-
this time.
You
so-
had to spend $100 at least, and then if you did spend $100, he would give you basically double the coin,
Mhm.
which was nice whenever you were level 20 and wanted to respend.
yeah. You
But
wanna
like, how
try
much is
so
that
many
going to cost me?
things.
He's like, oh, I don't know, 500. And I'm like, how about half? You know.
Right.
yeah.
But either way, that's true. So hopefully we get more people involved in
Yeah,
that.
yeah. So if anybody else wants involved, feel free. And plus, I've been dropping copper whenever people kill me in campaign and stuff. If I don't have anything else on me, and like if they legit kill me,
Yeah.
I just give them a copper.
I was going to try to get copper off you today, and man, 5 people ran out of town to defend you as soon as I killed you out there.
Right. And even in Scramble, I gave a few out. Although I will say that may have a limit where I'll only give so many to like a person because
That's
they do
fair.
have some sort
So
of
they have
value.
real
so, yeah.
value,
yeah,
yeah.
so I don't want to like give out too many, but
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
but that'll give those people that looted those a chance to get in on this bet too. So
Got to get in.
even without having to spend any money. So
Okay.
What time is it?
It's time for
Daveen's
Corner. All right. We're going to start off by making a phone call.
Oh, a phone call.
Ooh.
Yeah, we are going to call one of our
this
other
is
Flarpers. We're
getting
going to call
interesting.
Heston Iverson, and we're just going to ask him a couple questions.
Okay.
Okay?
All right.
Sounds
So-
good.
Couldn't give him a call.
I'm in.
Let's hope he answers.
He should. I did pre-warn him.
It's ringing.
and then it just goes to voicemail.
It might. Hopefully not.
Yeah.
So anyway,
Answer your phone.
Yeah, that's
Answer your phone. Oop.
awkward timing.
That's the 4th ring.
Uh oh.
Uh-oh. Don't make us look bad on this.
I'm sorry, the person you were trying to reach
Oh,
is
Heston.
not
Oh, you're
Awkward.
done. You are done, Heston.
I'll send a text, and then I do have a couple jokes we'll do, and then hopefully by then he'll get back to us.
All right,
Okay.
I got a joke for your corner too. Whenever you
Oh,
want me to.
Please
Ooh.
go
say
with
it.
it. You
Okay.
start.
Okay, so you guys know that I work at a vet. That's my other job, right? Or like my other job, one of my jobs.
Right.
There's an older guy that works there, and then the other day he went into a room, and I guess he thought this girl in there was, kind of attractive or whatever, and he was kind of trying to hit on her, and he flexed his biceps real hard, and he said, "Hey, you think these puppies are sick?"
Oh, goodness gracious.
no.
That is so cringe.
You witnessed this?
Yes,
That's
but
awesome.
So to be fair, that didn't actually happen. So
Oh.
if your vet is at my vet,
Man.
that was for the sake of the joke.
You had to ruin our.
Wait. What vet is this? So I know not to go.
Yeah, no
Okay.
kidding.
Oh, bollocks.
Okay, now
Golden.
I've already told you a couple of these jokes, so you're gonna have to refrain from spilling the punchline. Okay. But here we go. Here's the first one. Okay. If a black bird has black babies, and a blue bird has blue babies, what kind of bird has no babies?
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm kind of stumped on this one.
A swallow.
Wait, which ones are these?
Wow.
All right. So that was joke number one.
Okay. Good. All right.
Okay.
Have to give you that one.
Yeah, even for like a spicy joke, I thought that was pretty funny.
It's a little spicy.
It's a spicy meatball.
All right. I'll give 3 today.
Ooh.
All right.
Okay.
Here's the second one.
Being generous.
How do you tell the gender of an ant?
I have no idea.
By picking it up.
No, so you get a cup of water, you put it in a cup of water.
Okay.
If it sinks, it's a girl ant. If it floats, it's boy ant.
He doesn't get it.
It's buoyant.
Buoyant.
Come on, man. That's a good joke.
It's a boy ant. That's pretty good. Although it took me like,
It took you way too long.
literally spelling it out for me to get it.
Oh, that's great. Okay. This is the last one. This one's a little spicy too, but again, funny. Okay. So, a mother decides to clean up her teenage son's dirty room because it's disgusting. While she's cleaning the room, she finds a stash of BDSM gear. BDSM stuff. Handcuffs, whips, that kind of thing. Obviously distraught, she goes to her husband and asks him what to do about it. He responds, "I'm not entirely sure, but spanking him is probably not the answer."
True.
Oh.
And anyway, until we get a response from Heston,
Can't do that there.
that's
Daveen's Corner.
Awesome.
There you go.
Oh my gosh.
All right.
Wow.
So
Way to be, Heston.
Yeah, you really dropped the ball. We
Yeah,
even
that
had
was
a
a-
conversation
yeah.
about you better answer the phone.
Or else.
All right. Do we have any
was
suggestions?
yeah, we have some.
Yeah, I'm going to get this one out of the way before I completely forget about it.
Hey, don't forget about that suggestion.
Thanks, man. You're really helpful.
I
Oh,
got
wow.
you, bro.
He really put you on it.
I'm not really sure what that means. Okay, so here's the first suggestion. It says, "I'm impressed with the role play today by quite a few LARPers. Thank you, everyone, for a great soggy day."
That's. We can't put that up there, but
Yeah.
We could just slap the phone up.
We got a lot of suggestions today.
I see you've been adding to that.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Cool.
We got
I
a
like
few.
a decent amount of suggestions.
Yep.
I see the notes are a little different style.
You can start reading those
That's
to, take
actually
up, to
funny.
take up the dead air.
Okay,
You can
okay.
start reading.
Wow. Okay, so Arno,
Yeah.
why does he always give me this?
You want-
Like-
we can
like I
trade.
could read.
This
Okay,
one's
look.
really funny. This is like something I would say.
Okay,
Oh, don't show the camera.
but I'm showing the camera that like
I know who wrote
This
that. Give me
this one is me. I wrote it, but it was from a character that told me to read this on the podcast.
Okay.
They said whoever is writing these notes,
Yeah.
Jonathan Trapp challenges you to a duel anytime,
Ooh.
any place.
Oh wow.
It's out there.
Oh, is that to the writer?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
We'll
wherever you
get to
are.
that.
Oh. Oh. Okay.
Oh. How many times are we going to say oh, man?
Oh.
It's your favorite
It's
vowel?
Magic.
Oh, I like it. Is somebody calling you?
Oh, yeah. Hold on. Here
Hold
we
on.
go.
Here we go. You ready?
Okay.
Hello. It's Daveen.
was on silent instead of vibrate.
That's okay, Heston. That's okay. I just have a couple questions for you, okay?
Okay.
All right. My first question is, what has a little dick and hangs down?
I have no idea.
A bat.
Okay.
Make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. What has a big dick and hangs up?
Awesome.
That was also an extension of
Daveen's Corner!
Okay. Oh, classic.
Superb. I will give you that one, sir.
You find
That
something
was-
wild up in there?
Is this one also mine?
Has anybody read that one yet?
No. I have no idea what that says.
What is that?
Are these
Has
from-
anybody read it? Well, apparently not.
Are those from last week, right?
No. These are the ones.
Those
so
are
these
from
are the
last week,
ones.
aren't they?
No, these are the ones that were left in my office this week.
Are you
Oh,
sure?
okay.
Let me see.
Spread them around.
Oh, yeah. These are for this week. For sure. Sorry.
I'll go ahead and
Here we
read
go.
another one I have. It says, Daveen's Corner is my favorite part of the podcast.
Yeah.
Yay!
All right. Who wants these? You want Wilhelm or to the rest?
I want to the rest.
Okay. Who wants Wilhelm?
I'll take
I
it.
already have 3. I'm okay.
Okay. I got 3 as well. So.
I have 3. Okay. So I'll start it off since he's over here
Perfect.
Lost.
doing whatever. So the first one, it says, "Be careful with seasonings when cooking. Time is a terrible thing to waste."
Love that, dude. That is awesome. Goated. Whoever put that in there.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Go ahead.
All right. So my first one is to see Nord's hairy feet come out next week,
That's awesome.
Wait,
And
was that
that's-
the writer?
and that's on my mama.
That's on his mama. He
Oh, that's
said.
on his mom. So that wasn't the writer, but
Oh.
apparently, yeah.
Oh,
Okay,
it's true.
so to see North's feet next week.
Mine says, I have one that says, the gods they speak, the sun will be swallowed whole, and the land shall be ran red with the blood of the clans.
Oh,
Oh, that's crazy.
That's like somebody else entirely.
okay.
Interesting. Wow. Dark and eerie.
This one says, I was once dating a girl who told me, and quote, you cannot communicate using nothing but Bruno Mars quotes. I told her, don't believe me, just watch.
Oh no.
Whoever's putting these in there, these are great.
Yeah, thank you.
Fantastic.
Yes, these are amazing.
All right, I need help with this. What is that word? Just the one word.
Lest.
Okay, fair enough.
All right, I have beware for Loki walks among us.
Okay.
Oh,
All right.
Loki.
like
who's
the
Loki?
Norse god?
Of mischief? Wow.
Yikes,
Okay.
that's kind of terrifying.
Oh,
Do you know, is he from your
d-
background?
No, he is my discontinued brother.
Mm,
So you, oh.
He has been disavowed.
okay, fair enough.
But you know of him.
Is he a nice guy?
This guy.
I just want to meet him.
He's the god of mischief,
That doesn't
bro.
mean he's not a nice guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
It could be nice, but
I do
You
remember.
could be like, it's just a
Genius.
prank, bro.
calm down, dude.
Go ahead, bro.
All right. My second one is blood pack during Scramble was so much fun. Exclamation point.
There you go.
There was one time where I got blood packed and I didn't realize it at
was
first.
loud.
And then there was another time, like he said blood pack, and I was like, oh, I gotta be a skeleton, you know? And then right after he said it, somebody killed me. before I really had a chance to do anything.
Yeah.
But then later on, which granted, he didn't say it very loud, and I think maybe that was the reason why they didn't realize that I was blood packed. But he blood packed me, and I was able to kill like 3 people or something, and then I died. But
I actually
it was
got
still
blood
cool.
pack too, and it was actually pretty fun.
Yeah, I
Can
will
you
say
still
this.
use your throwies when you're blood packed, can't you?
Yes.
That's actually pretty awesome.
By the way, a couple times Arno approached me during. Well, technically Eric the Red was there too, but he approached me during scrambles, basically like, "Can I do this? Can I do that?" And one of them was like, "Hey, do my throwies work with the insta kill?" And I go, "Sure." I didn't know the answer to the question. That sounds fun to me. Why not?
Exactly.
He asked me the same thing, and I said yeah
it
too. So
definitely was fun.
And then I feel like this is important because it involves the blood pack thing. I want to shout out Pius, because I watched during Scramble, he got blood packed and immediately just started stabbing people that like for the
he
person.
got blood packed.
Yes, and
Yes.
he
So he
played
knew.
it perfect, and he just started stabbing people for the person that he had been blood packed for, and I thought it was wicked cool.
And when
So-
I did that the second time, sorry, I hit the mic. There was somebody said, "I thought I just killed you," and I went, 'cause I didn't know what to do.
Dude, I
guess
don't know what a
could've-
skeleton,
clack,
like,
clack.
Yeah,
that's
I
what
guess I
I
should've
was
done
making.
that,
I was
right.
walking, I was going click, clack, click, clack.
Okay, so this doesn't have a name on it, even though I think we all know who it is. It says, "I may be a wizard, but I'm a Viking first. People would do well to realize that lest I stain my axe red."
Hmm.
Oh, the less I stain.
The
my
lest,
axe.
yeah, lest I stain my axe red.
Yeah,
basically,
the
or
less
he might
I-
kill you.
Yeah, I understand. He's gonna stain his axe.
All right, so do we want to read
Well-
more from the writer?
Let's get these
Let's
out of the
get-
way
yeah,
first.
let's get his last
I have,
one.
yeah, I have one more.
Cool guy.
Today
Okay.
was a blast. Roleplay was awesome. Can't wait till next Sunday.
There you go.
That's
So our
what's
role
up.
play paid off a little bit if they were talking about us.
Point.
I feel like it did make other people roleplay some. Like
Yeah.
especially when I was in Scramble, I was trying really hard to try
I
to
think
get
the
people to
roleplay was outstanding.
And how
today.
many people did, like, how many times did people come up to us and, like, say somebody's real name? And we were like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
You mean?
Yeah, that's why I got called out, is because I accidentally said Trinity's real name.
And
I got
Trinity
you.
has a real name.
Yes.
Yeah, you should see me trying to explain a game, how to play a game. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna put my fingers on my chest because like we're doing this bet and stuff, and then I'm like, all right, this is.
I love that.
And then I just like tried to explain it as best as I could. You know, it worked though. So
I have the one left. It's from the writer.
so we have the writer, but
We have the
also
writers.
we also have a separate writer who literally says they're not the same writer. They've literally said that in the first
Oh.
sentence.
Well, which
So-
one? Do we start with the original writer and then go to that one? Or do we do that one and then go to the original writer?
I feel like you would do the OG first.
Yeah, I think so too.
Okay.
We'll finish out
OG.
these original ones. Yeah.
So the writer, as we have dubbed them, has targeted a few new people this week. This one is specifically for Trinity.
Oh.
It says, "Such a great champion," in quotations. "How did you do in the tournament? Oh, that's right. You didn't even place. Relies on people being afraid of his weapon to avoid fighting. I see you standing there acting like you want to fight, a coward pretending to be a warrior. Fenrir approaches, Ragnarok comes."
Did we not read these already?
No.
I thought we read these already.
No.
These are new. We got these this week.
All right.
These were left at my office this
Mine
week.
says,
Interesting.
Wilhelm, I will love nothing more than to embarrass you when I arrive. No armor needed. If you've been defending the kingdom this whole time, it's a wonder the goblins have not destroyed the town. Perhaps me calling you passive should be taken as advice for you to lay down your ineffectual arms and embrace the darkness. Fenrir approaches, Ragnarok comes.
I got chills just now.
Bro.
That's crazy.
That's pretty good writing. I'm not gonna lie.
It's
To the
crazy when
rest.
they call out specific people.
To the rest. I will arrive on the wings of death and bring darkness to Darvishan. Fenrir approaches. Ragnarok comes.
Wow. Pretty ominous.
Okay, so this dude is like straight up telling us that he's going to slay everybody.
You know what? I mean, at this point, it's been a lot of talk.
Mm-hmm.
Show up.
That's what I'm
Let's
saying.
see it, because I'm ready to defend. You
For
know.
real.
So what do you got here? We got a long one over there. It looks
I
like.
have a not so lovely love letter to the clans. That's what it's called. That's what it says.
wow.
Oh, okay.
It says, I am not the original letter writer. I am but a copycat. But don't let it fool you. I have issues with you all too. I do not know who the original letter writer is. However, I admire their work. It seems the clans are not very strong if the town is riled up by a few little notes. I would love to see what happens when I spread the knowledge that I have about some of you. I have been hiding in the shadows, watching, waiting for my chance to strike and bring out the truth about this town's, quote, heroes. Gossip flows rich like red wine, and this town is full of it. I look forward to spilling your secrets, and good luck figuring out who I am. Yours truly, the, in quotes, Watcher.
Dang.
Oh wow.
Okay, so now we have a watcher, or we have a writer and a watcher.
Mm-hmm.
Are they trying to throw us off by putting the Watcher in there?
Yeah, to make it seem like it's the Watchers.
Yeah, because
Yeah, and I feel like, at least in my mind,
because it
if
immediately
I was
followed,
in the Watchers and I was trying to be whatever, I would not put that in there.
Yeah.
because it immediately followed by, you know, good luck who figured out who I am, and then it was like the Watcher. Yeah. So,
Yeah. I don't know.
I have a feeling. I
or
know who
maybe
that
they
is.
thought we'd think that, and they're playing like 4D chess.
yeah.
Ooh.
And
And
if
they really
so,
are in the Watchers.
It kind of worked.
Yeah, kind of.
I think I know who that one is.
Do you?
I think
Well,
so, but
Let's not.
Would you
talk
care to
about it
wildly
here.
speculate?
You know what?
I need to gather more
Wildly
evidence.
Speculate. I like that.
I need
Let's
to-
just start throwing names.
Throw in names. I believe. Okay,
I
so
think it's somebody in the Watchers.
I'm going to use my deductive reasoning here.
Okay. Can I? I want to see this.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly.
So it says somebody from the Watchers.
Mm-hmm.
Someone who is a-
No.
It says,
Or
it
it
says
they're
the,
says
called
the
the
Watcher,
Watcher.
but the Watcher is in quotes.
But with that, I'm going to say that it has to be someone from the Watchers,
I just disagree.
and then
Because that would seem like such a
they are a
goofy move.
copycat. And I know that there is a copycat.
What if it's just the
in
original
Watchers.
writer?
Imagine.
Now
Such
that's
a
4D
loophole.
chess.
Such a loophole. You would never
Space-time
guess it.
continuum.
You know what we need to do? At some point, we need to get all these notes and the letters and all the stuff and just yarn it together up here
Like a-
to
oh,
try
like
to
a
figure out
conspiracy.
what's going on.
Like we're trying to solve the mystery.
Where is Scooby Doo?
Where are you?
Where are you? We got a lot of work to
I
do
think-
now.
I think that because we're near the end of some of the stuff that we've got, do we need to go ahead and get a code word up in here?
That probably
Ooh,
is a
yes,
good
it
a good
is.
plan. I came up with
Mhm.
last week's code word. I thought it went over pretty well. So somebody else.
Mm.
Mm.
Man, was there?
I want to say like something like the writer, but
Ooh.
is that
Or the
too
Watcher.
easy?
Well, I
Watcher.
mean,
It could be the Watcher.
The Watcher is fine with me. The Watcher.
The Watcher.
All right.
But the Watcher it is.
Who's that Watcher?
We don't know.
who's watching?
And they made it seem like we never will know, which is different, very much different from the writer who says we will know. So,
Yeah, and that one did not say Fenrir.
right.
That's true.
What is it? Fenrir
Ragnarok.
approaches.
Ragnarok comes.
Yeah,
Yep.
so I don't think that is the original writer.
Yeah, but they could also just do that to throw you off. So you really never know.
I think it's a trap.
You think it's one of the traps?
I think it's a trap,
Could be.
and I'm not talking about a trap. I'm just saying it's a
The
trap.
I don't even know what that means.
Yeah.
So there's two Trap brothers, and one of them is named Alexander Trap.
Right.
So I don't want to say it's a.
Gotcha.
trap.
You're just saying
I'm
it's
just saying
it's a trap.
It's a trap.
right.
It's got to be one of them, and I think I know which copycat
But one of them is literally a copycat.
it is.
I will say, whoever's doing this, and whoever does it in the future, printing them out makes it way more anonymous. Like,
True.
is very interesting whenever you get something that's just printed out, left by your stuff, and you're like, what the heck is this? You know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys are doing a good job. Absolutely.
Actually, I appreciate them doing this because it kind of brings the RP aspect not just to the game but to our podcast.
I'm just excited for something to actually happen with it. So, like, we've been hearing about this for a month. Where are you at? Let's go.
Like,
Biding their time.
Yeah.
Really.
I mean,
I think we're ready, and there's been a lot of talk. I want to see action. Because at this point, I'm starting not to even believe them.
I want to see some bite.
I do, but this week there was a shakeup.
Oh yeah, we should talk about a little bit of the clan shakeup stuff that's going on.
There's
do
like
tell. I have no
serious,
idea. So
serious shakeup going on.
So,
who, what?
Okay, so
I also don't know what I'm supposed to say out loud and what I'm not supposed to say out loud, but there was some clan shakeup stuff. I will say this. I saw Black Rose meeting with Sarvok, and I think that they may be trying to add him to their clan. And I also overheard him say to someone that he is training to be a Beastmaster. So that's a thing.
I mean,
Is their clan full right now?
Well, they are. However, I've also heard that there's a new clan
On the
arriving.
horizon.
Oh, yeah. Led by one. Well, I don't know if it will be led by the same character, but it was Wilhelm. So that'll be interesting.
yep.
Because there was some drama last week with him leaving the Watchers.
Did he go to get some cookies?
He may have. But my understanding is that he's forming a new clan, and if he does, then that'll open up one member slot for each clan.
Right.
So that happened as well.
Because our maximum number of people you can have in your clan is based on the maximum number of clans that exist.
Right, which would now be 6.
Right.
And then
That'd be good for everybody, I guess.
this is kind of huge news actually for Chaos Company. But Chaos Company recruited a couple members today too.
Yep.
One of which was Aragon,
Mm-hmm.
the
Archer.
Good
which
fighter.
I think also may have been convinced to play Beastmaster. And then Jaeger was the other one, which is super interesting because my understanding is that he was supposed to go into the
Knights of Hy-
Acolytes of Hyperion.
Yeah, the Knights of Hyperion.
But I guess he basically told them they took too long, and he was ready for a clan. And they were like, we got a spot for you. And so apparently he is also joining Chaos Company.
Hmm.
And then I want to say there could have been one more, but I can't quite remember his character name. But I think it was the guy that was in the blue tunic today.
His name is Odd.
Odd.
Mm.
Yeah, I think they may have added him as
One
well,
of the
but I
new-
can't confirm that one.
Hmm.
But I thought that was interesting. So a lot of clan shakeup today. And you do have a bug on the back of your chair there. You might want to get off. It's just on the back, but
Yeah, it's one of those weird ones.
yeah, the ones that were in here in the pizza box.
Yeah.
But we won't talk about that unless you
It
want
was
to.
the same one that was on the ear thing that time. too.
Probably the one you tried to kill me with.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
But yeah, that's some stuff that happened with the clans today.
I see.
I mean, it's been a weekend.
It's been a weekend.
It has been a weekend, and I'm just kind of
What do we got coming up? Don't we got a thing coming up?
okay. So we did the country days, which I mean, I want to say it was a success.
Yeah,
Mhm.
no, I think
Yeah,
so too.
I thought so.
I wasn't here last week for the podcast, and I apologize. I was going through some stuff, and I ended up Friday night. I had to leave. The heat exhaustion set in, and when I got home, like I was having serious muscle cramps,
Mm.
and you get the Charlie horse,
Oh yeah, those are rough.
but it was in my feet,
Oh yeah, that's.
so it was like
I've had one of those too.
constricting, and
Dang.
I'm like laying there, and my feet were like this, and
I've
I
never
was
had
in
one like
so
that.
much
Oh, they're
pain.
bad. You can
Yeah.
almost like see an actual ball like on the. It's rough.
Yeah.
Mm.
I've had one before too.
And I went
Sounds rough.
home, and my daughter, who is an EMT, she's like, "Hey, I got some of that powdered liquid." IV
The
stuff.
IV stuff, yeah. It's like 4-to-1 or
Yeah.
something crazy. It's nice.
So I
Liquid
drank one of
IVs.
those, and I was like, "Okay, I'm starting to feel." But I mean, Saturday and Sunday, I was just like, I couldn't do it.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Yeah.
so
So you fight-
Apology accepted.
Yes.
It
and-
is what it is, and we move on.
Yeah,
of
and I don't
course.
blame you after fighting in that morph suit for like 5 minutes.
Oh,
Oh,
Well, I
yeah,
tell you
dude.
what, those things were. That thing was hot the day I wore it too. It was crazy.
And like the first quarter of the parade, I had the whole thing on,
Right.
the top and
Mhm.
zipped up, and it was like right there in my face. So it was like I was breathing in the
Mhm.
suit,
Mm.
and I was just like, ugh. Finally, I was like, I can't do this.
Mhm.
Pulled it off, and everybody's like, what? So, coming up, we have the Firecracker Run on June 24th.
Right, which is
Which
just
is-
a couple weeks away, right?
Yeah, it's
2
in 2
weeks?
weeks.
Yeah.
So,
But it's a Saturday, right?
it is a Saturday.
Okay.
The 5K like walk/run, most of it starts by like 6:30, 7:30.
Okay.
I I don't know what the weather's going to be like, so I cannot give you a weather detail on that
Well,
until-
nobody does.
until later. But it's past June 9th, so the entrance fee to get in is $35.
Right.
So you guys have missed the, what is it, 5% discount, whatever.
That's
It's like
clearly
$5
more than
$5
5%.
off or something.
But
Yeah, it's like $5 off. But right now it's $35 for an entrance fee. I know myself and Daveen have entered.
true that.
And apparently the chancellor is not going to be there.
Oh, I thought we weren't going to say that, man.
Oh, wait.
Yeah, I should be there. Anyway,
It's okay. The important thing is that we will be there.
We will be there.
And we will have all the necessary stuff in order to make sure it's a success,
And
including, but not limited to, trash bags. We are bringing trash bags, and we are showing the city of Park Hills that we're picking up trash on this thing. Because
That's right.
I wish we would have done it during Country Days, and I dropped the ball there. But it won't happen on that. I promise you I'll bring trash bags.
You guys heard that. He just made a promise.
It's a
that
promise. I'll bring
so
trash bags.
We're
I'll
going
be
to
there
hold
with
him
trash bags.
accountable.
Cool.
But, I mean, I think it's a way for us to give back to the community, and, this-
Possibly recruit some players.
mhm,
Yeah.
yeah.
So we definitely have that, and I'm trying to look into more. I know that, like, Farmington has their July 4th celebration. Park Hills does. And I'm not. Does Bonterre have one?
Yeah, they have a firework display that goes off at the lake over there. Well,
Okay.
It really,
it's really a pond.
if we could just hit like one a month on stuff like that, it'd be enough.
Okay.
I think.
So
I mean, depending on where it's at.
Yeah.
You know.
After that, I don't think there's really anything else until
Lined
Labor Day, which is in September. So I will have to try and figure something out, and maybe we can have a tournament held sometime in between there.
Sure.
That way we can hand out flyers or whatever and be like, hey, we have a tournament. At least come and watch.
Mm-hmm.
So
That wouldn't be bad.
Sounds like a good time to me.
Does anybody know? This is kind of unrelated, but does anybody know who the new people were? They recruited from anybody else? Were they friends of other people? Is that how they got there?
I mean, I just don't know the answer to your question.
I'm not sure either, but I'll tell you this: if you did recruit those people, I would get your referral XP. Make sure that you'd let us know so we can give you your referral XP.
Oh wait, actually, all 6 of those people were from me.
okay.
Just kidding. Just kidding.
They said only 3 of them.
I know one
Because
of
it is
them
a
was from-
significant chunk of XP when you compare it to like what you get for like playing games or an hour's worth of
Right.
XP. Even at gold raid, it's a lot.
Yeah.
So it's 100 XP, which is quite a bit.
And I know one of them was Lord Reese.
Okay.
Cool.
I don't know what his character. It was Odd.
Okay.
So Odd wasn't. Odd was the other one. I can't remember the guy's name in the blue tabard, so I was wrong about
Wes,
that. But
was
yes,
it maybe.
Wes, and then Odd is the one that Lord Reese had referred because I had spoken
Gotcha.
to him about it.
So I actually think that Wes might have been the one that was recruited by
By
Chaos
Chaos
Company.
Company.
Yeah. Either way.
Heck yeah.
Awesome. I don't know. I mean, do you guys have anything that you think we can do to kind of promote our brand? I would say.
I think we'll put we'll keep thinking about it. But I think over the course of the next couple of months, I'm expecting more players, especially in the summertime. That's just something that happens,
Mhm.
and I'm sure we're already going to be. I mean, when 6 new players show up, it's almost slightly overwhelming to get all of them into the computer and all the things that we need to do. And I think we're going to be dealing with that a lot over the course of the next 2 months. Planning a whole nother event may not be in the best interest of Phlarp. But if something comes up, we'll
Or if
talk
anybody
about it.
knows of anything, down in the comments. Oh, also be sure to like the video,
Yeah,
like and subscribe.
Oh, of
So,
course.
you
Just
got
wanted
it.
to get that
Hit
out there.
like.
Yeah.
Yeah, hit that little like button. You'll get
And
some
a
confetti.
subscribe
It's gonna be
button.
like real cool. It'll help us out, help you out.
And don't forget to
Helps
turn the
everybody.
notifications on.
So where are we? We're in the bottom right. Your like button is going to be way over there.
Yeah, right
Way
there.
over
See it?
right there.
Right there.
There you go.
Yeah.
So,
But yeah, that's all I had.
I don't know. Did you have anything, Daveen?
Nope.
What about you, Arno? Do you ever have anything? I mean, because you
I mean,
show up like once
well,
every
like,
2
if
3
I'm
months.
being honest, I mean, it was kind of like a last notice for coming onto the podcast, so I didn't have really much stuff to compare
Gotcha.
myself with. So no,
Gotcha.
I don't really have anything. I'm just happy to be here. I mean, you
I
know?
mean, you know what? That's a good way to look at it. It is. It's a good way to look at it.
You suck, man.
I chime in, I talk, you know. I put my input in. I feel like that's fair, right?
All right. Well,
Anyway, we hope you keep listening.
And we hope you keep fighting in the name of our capital, Darvishan.
and we hope to see you all next week.
Bye.
Bye.